Hi everybody, I am setting up an example profile just to show you all how to get started on the website www.tttsupport.com. And what I did here was I am creating a new account. I put in my email address, password, double check the password, my birth date, and they have these, whatever they are, CAPTCHAs or something. You write what it says. So I hit sign up, and then you have to verify your email address right away, which I don't have my email up. Okay, why isn't my computer working? Here we go. So pull up my email, and taking a minute. There we go. And I got my email right away. And I click, this is what your email will look like to verify your email, and you will just click right there. Click that. It'll pop you right back up. And it's going to ask you to fill in some questions. I created all of these questions myself because I want you to be able to use a search option where you could find people according to the answers that you put in. So you fill out your name. Actually, my name is going to be example sample, just so everybody knows this is not for real person. Then you pick your gender, male or female. You don't have to answer all of these questions if you don't want to. You can answer anything you'd like. I'm just going to say, you can say don't display. So you can say female, don't display. That means you don't want anybody to know. It's up to you, whatever. Country, I live in the US, and zip code, Milwaukee. It comes up right away. Now the reason that location is really good is because when you go to search, and once there's a lot of members, you can type in, I want to know who else lives in Milwaukee that has TTTS, and it will come up with a member list, and it will show you exactly who lives by you. And that's why that question is very good. And then I can fill in my doctor, and I had Dr. Delia. And that's also good because if, say, somebody is pregnant and they want to search for somebody that has seen the same doctor as them or saw the same doctor as them and they have questions, they can search the website and they can just look for that, and it'll tell them who was seeing the same doctor. Alright, twins, triplets, or quads. This is just, you know, if you have triplets and, you know, don't think that maybe people that have twins can relate to you, then you could look for people that just have triplets. Disabilities your survivors have. I just basically left that as an open box for you to write whatever, because I know there's a long list, and sometimes there often is someone that has a disability that nobody else has. So I'm leaving that open for you to fill in whatever you want. And do you have survivors or angels? This is important. It says survivors, double loss, single loss, or triplet, quad loss. I'm going to put double loss for mine, as you all know. And the reason for that is, you know, pretty obvious. Like, grief group people, you know, seem to connect a little better with each other, and also survivors seem to have a better connection with each other also. I don't know if you guys even see what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm just talking. Alright, and then it says, what is the gender of your babies? This doesn't really necessarily mean a big deal, but if you have survivors, say, and you find somebody in your area and you were just curious if you want to get, you know, grouped together to go to the park or something, I don't know. It's just in here. And it says, if your loss was in utero, how many weeks gestation were you? If they passed away in the NICU, how many days did they live? That's up to you if you want to answer that. And what week gestation were your babies delivered? That would be, say somebody is also, if they're pregnant and all of a sudden their water breaks at 24 weeks, they need to find somebody else that delivered their babies at 24 weeks. Maybe they can find some hope, or maybe they can ask them what it was like. Alright, so all these questions are really in place to help each other, and they're not meant to invade on anybody's privacy. However, like I said, you do not have to answer all of the questions if you don't want to. And so the next question is, what NICU complications did you endure? Well, I made up a good list. I got this list off of the March Dimes website, but I wrote anemia. Oh gosh, there's so many. You just have to come look, because some of these words I probably can't even pronounce. They're just pretty big words on some of them. I don't want to look stupid. So, when you get to this point, just click in the little boxes and say, say you pick tube feeding. Well, maybe somebody wants to go and search the website and say, I want to know somebody else that had to deal with sepsis. Well, then they can find you, and then when they're struggling with that condition with their own baby, they can find somebody else on the website that had to deal with that, and then they can find somebody to help them, which I think is really great. Now this next one is, are you active in fundraising? I am, but it says yes, no, or I would like to start. It really is up to you. You don't have to answer at all, if it's up to you. But I was thinking, well, March Dimes season comes around and you guys want to exchange some fundraising ideas. You can kind of look around and see who does those kind of things, and maybe start your own group or something and get together. Alright, so the last question is, what TTTS treatment did you receive? Did you have laser surgery once, laser surgery twice, serial amnio reductions, termination, or septicectomy? Now, some people were not diagnosed and they didn't have any of those options. You can leave that blank. That's perfectly fine. If you had any of these, you can also click that, and that's same. So somebody can search and say, I'm about to have laser surgery. I want to find somebody else to talk to that had laser surgery. And so they can search the website, and then they can find somebody else that had laser surgery. Now, it says your membership to Twin support is pending approval. And that is when I get it on my side, where over here, this is what my website looks like from my view, where I would go and oopsie daisies. Okay, well, because I alright, hold on, I'll make a second video.